Hey, this is Andy Friedman, former left winger of the Belmore Merrick Youth Association Roller Hockey Flyers. When I was about 15, I played on that team, but I was also a big fan of Pat LaFontaine. Grew up about a couple of miles from the Nassau Coliseum, where we used to catch Islanders games quite often. At the same time, I had a little business that I started. This is long before I started drawing cartoon characters of cultural luminaries for magazines and newspapers. I started by drawing athletes for my friends and teachers in my high school. They would request the athlete for me to draw. I would draw it. I'd sell the color copies. My science teacher had the idea to maybe try selling some copies of my characters of the New York Islanders in the stands at the Nassau Coliseum during a game, which I did. The response was reasonable until I stumbled upon what I didn't realize was the friends and family section of the Islanders. Before I knew it, I was talking with all of them, and they welcomed me into their little fold and invited me into the locker room after the game to meet my subjects, which I did. Pat LaFontaine and Ken Baumgartner were the two stars that I drew and was peddling in the stands that night. They were both really gracious. We took some photos. We talked a little bit about art. I remember Pat asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, if this was something I really wanted to do, and I explained to him, just like he followed his dream in hockey and made that come true, that yeah, this is what I wanted to do with my life. And having that experience and meeting those guys way back then, I never forgot it. It even made my dream somehow feel more possible. So all these years later, it's really exciting and tremendously meaningful to me to collaborate with Pat and his Companions in Courage Foundation, reunited really around the theme of possibility.